Welcome to Critical Condition. My name is Joe. We're going to talk about sports. So today I decided to continue on with my division predictions, and today I'm going to roll with the NFC West. Real quick before I get started, I just want to emphasize that this is just my opinion. This is what I believe, and I feel that the game is going to play out for this upcoming season. My opinion may not be the right one. If you agree or disagree, please let me know in the comment section down below. Give me your rankings. Give me your predictions. Give me your thoughts. I want to hear what you have to say in the comment section down below. So let's get started. So, coming in at number 4, I actually have the Arizona Cardinals. This is a team that's a lot higher on people's list. A lot of people are really hyping them up. They got d-hopkins, who's a top 5 receiver in football, and it's exciting. It is very exciting for them. Kyler Murray, all the hype there. But, I didn't like the fact that they waited till the 3rd round to address their offensive line. They got Josh Jones out of Houston. Not very high on the guy. Isaiah Simmons, was picked with the 1st round pick, and I have my questions about him. I think he's a phenomenal athlete, great player, but can the Cardinals coaching staff really scheme him? That's my question there. When it comes to the Cardinals, I really didn't see any significant moves in the offensive line, and with Kyler, you really got to protect him. Cliff Kingsbury, the coach, got my reservations on him. I'm not sure if he really can coach, okay? When you start taking those next steps and expectations come in the National Football League, coaching matters. And, I'm not sure if Cliff can coach. So that's a big reason why I have the Cardinals at number 4. Coming in at number 3, simple for me, it's going to be the LA Rams. Simple. I put this team over just because I do believe in Sean McVay. I know that Sean McVay is a good coach. 3 straight seasons after taking over that dumpster fire, and he's had winning seasons. In all 3 of them, he's already gone to a Super Bowl. I think he pairs great with Jared Goff. Jared Goff did struggle last year, but let's remember that Andrew Whitworth had a very shaky start, and that's something we weren't really used to seeing. I feel like he's going to get to a better start this season. Their right tackle, Rob Havenstein, was injured for the second half of the season, as well as, they got Austin Corbett, who was actually the first pick in the 2nd round a couple of years ago, who's solid. That got traded, I believe, maybe about 4 or 5 games into the season. I may be wrong on that, but I'm positive it's around there. And he's going to have a year, or the end of the year done, and just a full off season under the Rams camp. So I really like the direction that this offensive line is heading. Question marks on Whitworth, just because of the fact that he's getting up there with age. But I really feel like the protection's going to be a lot better for the Rams this coming season. When it comes to personnel, they may not have such a ball-dominant player like d-hopkins, but I really do like what they have with Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. I'm a huge fan of. He's phenomenal. I like their tight ends, Higbee and Everett, that they have. And, they got rid of that Todd Gurley contract situation. They admitted they were wrong. They released them. They're moving forward with Darrell Henderson, and and that's it. They got Cam Akers in the draft, who we don't know what to expect. He's a dark horse in this football team. So that's why I'm gonna have the Rams at number 3. At number 2, it's very simple. I got the Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson, the 2nd best quarterback in the NFL in my opinion, along with Pete Carroll, who together they make a top 5, top 4 head coaching quarterback tandem. This team will go as far as Russell takes them. I like the fact that Chris Carson's going to come back healthy, 1,000-yard runner. They added another 1,000-yard runner with Carlos Hyde from the Texans, and you know what? Carlos Hyde may not be such a great name, but he's going to be a solid backup and security blanket that is going to be able to really just help Chris Carson just pound the rock and improve that running game. That was already a solid one to begin with before, the injuries ruined their season. But I really do like what the running game's going to have to offer. They went young on the offensive line. They drafted 2 players on that offensive line as well. And, Philip Dorsett and Greg Olsen aren't world beaters when it comes to, lighting the world on fire on the offense. But I think the best quality about Russell Wilson is the fact that he makes everyone work. He made Doug Baldwin work. He made DK Metcalf work. Speaking of DK Metcalf, he's going to have another year under his belt now after his rookie season. I think he did great for the first year. A lot of people, weren't really sure about him. But again, the great thing about Russell is the fact that he makes everyone work. So, to me, as much as I love him, I believe that this team's just going to, the most that they'll finish to is number 2. The scheduling is great for them, but it's still really hard for me to put them at number 1 over the San Francisco 49ers, who is my number 1 team right now. They are the reigning, defending NFC champions. And I know that a lot of people want to give him flack because of the way that Super Bowl ended, but hey, they let Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes for 3/4 of that. Unfortunately, they weren't able to finish and get the job done. I know Jimmy missed a throw and want to really crucify him, but hey, Jimmy's 21-5 as a starter. You know what I mean? It happens, okay? We all have rough games, and it happens. We all miss throws, when it comes to in quarterbacks in the NFL. It happens. So I think it's unfair for him to get some of the criticism. Kyle Shanahan, as much as people want to, not be so high on the guy, I think he's great when it comes to scheming his players. The guy knows personnel. He knows how to get the best out of his running backs. So I have that Kyle Shanahan moving with this version of Jimmy Garoppolo, and I feel really confident heading to this coming season. Mind you, the fact that they had 2 first-round picks this past offseason, and they got Brandon Ayuk, who is the one player that I feel like, could really make a difference on this 49ers squad is him, as well as vice versa, where I felt like the best situation for him to land on was with a team like the 49ers, just because of the fact that Kyle Shanahan can scheme people wide open. Then they got Javon Kinlaw, so they got younger on the defensive line and cheaper as well. So you got Javon Kinlaw fortifying that defensive line, because they did have a solid. They had a huge loss, but again, they were able to replace him with a great player like himself, like with Kinlaw, I'm saying. And I think it's just great for this team. I feel like all the pieces are still in place. I feel like they're the team to beat in the NFC right now, especially in their division right now. I just see a lot of good positive things. John Lynch has done a great job with personnel along with Kyle Shanahan, and it's very exciting. It's very exciting to be a 49er fan right now. There's a team that a couple years back it was just nothing but losing, and they really make some strides along from the GM, the coach, and quarterback. It's going to be really hard to dethrone this team. I really like their odds of winning this division, without a doubt. So there you go. Those are my rankings, folks. Thank you so much for spending the time and listening. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave it a like. If you enjoy content like this, feel free to hit the subscribe button down below. Thank you for listening. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.